Ene ye memenda obenim bosome de tosome nu afempinu ne aduonu nan mu Ghana bosome mu ene ye wono na fe ne braso sense modwa ya boa no de edition edit ye de somo se anwume no sia kase ye wakase yi mu ensem bia wo beti eni arawosam ene se ene ejamfo ne adofo ekoka abusua ho ema abaya Stacy ochoro ne nkwa ewa Brigade Senior High School no wo kata na chikura areho de course wo hoye de bedan wakase mu ma wohunu sanso na ka bi wonfo e wo yendi mainstream e de to aban anim se eye anka de suafo timi yekua kakra bi edua no ba ye ma no so won so eso kromu no so no won san fa san hye no enko man ya de sua emu biem sai no osika no beti bi e wakase yi emu afa ya ba ya wadi mfie aduasa wo ye Nigeria ni oni adom kase ya twetwe nkomo kwan fa so efri Nigeria bo man Ghana mu abesibra e no obebo ye a wiase kora no ne nubone en wonum ensem eni afoforo bi ene ka ho don hire yesim konwa kenkan ma ho sa anwumre no nsia kase midin e de akuya echa oyi akwan anwumre yi me ho aye ofa na ye GTP ntoma papa ne bi na Connie fashion etwetwe siso mamia ma sha ne kama kenkan kase ama o me ba ne ahyase Afeje Brennan 70 mankasa memfa ensomo yenkai wo manfo ya o ojefo bosome de toso na ya fimpinu ne aduonu nan mu ene beto odwasa abaya ne hododo ne kakra ewa Brigade Senior High School ya mpanimfo ampene amana nkofia nkwasa ne ho yade woje mu ewo hono mu aneyi ene abusia ne agyanfo aka bomu a abaya yi wakata na chikura ya mane boni selase mu ekọ hono mu a woboye nkyiremu
February da etoso 9 Adom kase ebo mama ne say ababa wa be wadi mfinsha dunsia friend Stacy Ochre a ko school Brigade Senior High School form 1 atwana nanom ewo ensiedo Adom kase be pie mu abusua fie ene Stacy papa akwesi Ochre edi nkomo ma no de ekwan a abusua ne efa so te se Stacy efri me atuja eno echi no ensem pina na course ewo abusua ene suku ntem esanse wono mu chirima suku ne yenhwe han ene ma won de hye no edi efri mu ene Adom kase be pie mu abusua fie a eye rehosempa omanfo ne yesu twa agyajo esanse won de hye wade nyina Stacy Ochre wonom epeno krabre Adom kase ene onipa okasa edema ebusua no akwesi kwatin na no disem atoja
asem no ba nyina nim se ekova ma na osese yepe emra ebetotue no mo asisi ye na se tutu bibia pepepe na ya pene krabre na afiri ho school no ba ebe che ebusua ema mo san akoye nchechi na abusua trans no we hyehyɛ a ebe kra no na se ebe beria no ema ekoma school no lete nti yekodi dumani nyina process ne ma ho ahuru nyina ema ekusi se esese aye ne de ya ye second yesi no na hyehyɛ ne wo ho nyina ne se na nya dia school no ne trans wo hyehyɛ bia ho abusua no na totoɔ mo no ma ma hyehyɛ bia o se tutu bia ne beria no ho nsɛm nyina no edigu na kwan so ema eba se ene no school no so eba be boaye se na abusua no de yemfa ho muaye bia maye ne mum no autopsy report no de ewo ho a yenka ho hwe ne mum na ye pese yesi no nti ni wi a akiri no de na busua be transmit nim de abusua be hyehyɛ na se de busua de betudwa asisia no
Director of Ghana Education Service on the Dinkita Oba Srai Busiano were assuring say they are still on with their investigation. So whatever the case is, so I mean, as it stands now, all that we are waiting and seeking for is justice.
Abusia yako yetwa yensem no eso na nsentem wakasa ho animdefo ahyase kasa se kasa yedi etwa yemfuruma no yenhyemu kenapa wonu suane na twere emu na wokọ Bible mu asem se de yesidi kokasa horo wonum no a Bible Society of Ghana di mu tentemen ene woni television international kambo mu a Bible mu asem no wo modi akọ enkran kasa mu asesei obetimi ate wo so mu apa hontoma Sebeye na kasa editwa yemfuruma ne ka enne sua no ebekwa animonti Tio Vision International ene Bible Society aka bomu a odi atoka bie womfu anim se o mane nya wade ya sebeye a kasa hodo sua ene ne twere no ebetimi ahyemuke na wo mayimu Tio Vision International ene Bible Society of Ghana aka bomu a Bible mu asem watimi adane akokasa bese Adriana Ensumu ewo Omai Ghana mu. Senior Group Leader ewo Tio Vision International ye Edward Fianko Antwi. Nebra eneyi wopa ga audio version. Apamdada ewo Bible mu ewo ntoma ewo teshi ene wode sansem yi etudwa.
25 years ni ena yenya sika ne so ne sade ye be record the Old Testament e dia momo na nipa na se enuanom e won kran ha nyina omoka nkran kasa no omotime etie onyame asem e won nkran kasa nem ye gidi se omutie na nyame asem no se ne okasafo ne kasa ye na eyi omumu nso adwuma okoye afie mu a insese nkofo be ka ye nkrom kasa no no moka brofo nti brofo na yekeka wa ha but ye nkrom so ye okasa ebeto mmiri bi no sa kasa bibre ye wo Ghana ha penifo edikanfo omatwra to ho ni nyina ebeyira
Enwechi and a Resource Mobilization Manager wa Bible Society of Ghana Susan Livingstone enchi echiremu se
operation dia wo ho omo no more resources no into munya text ni fi ho anom so de go power so into collaboration dia is still there into your bomb is a bit na se na be ya enkran nyam dia no twi so be nyam dia fanti be nyam dia ewe so be nyam dia na kasa no obia so ebenya omudie inti no yes share ankran eyesika Bible translation no eyesika butu pa nipa ba ko ntimi nye inti me ene wo ene sorry ni obia se yegidi se yepese ye kasa no it should be preserved ya na chese yes say inkabom any how we are betting ya supporting be our financial side no we are inviting everybody to come on board so that the word of God will be preserved.
Sebeye na aduane ho enkokwa atwe ewo suapo ahodo mu nti na Northern College of Science and Technology School ye wo yendi ene mpanifo tena se ye ne se ene ka wo mfikire wonom a wode wonom aye bia odua no baye bebre aye mmoa sebeye a school ni mu no aduane ho enkohia ema wo mo ka bia womfo ede atodwa sesanka aban so wo mo akiri a ka beboa pa Northern College of Science and Technology enfie bese eduniye ena won mo ankasa adua no baye a odema adesuafo yi aduane empanifo wo sukuu mu ekira asai akenya adesuafo no ahotoso eni nyinaso a wo mo wo ewo abrabom school farming system yi eye kwan a adesuafo yi ankasa edi won fichire ye wo sukuu dan nachi edua no baye osan so di sua sede kua esitie Nathaniel Adams eye sukuu panyina wo Dakos Tech ano oni Adom kase twetwe enkomo.
Over the last 6 years, when we went into serious agriculture as part of our technology training of the children, we have not bought cereal. The children farm what they eat. We harvested 40 acres of rice last year, 26 acres of maize, and that is what they eat. These are farm produced by the children themselves. They do their own vegetable. As we speak now, we have over 400 guinea fowls. We just harvested 1,000 catfish from the school, and they now have 7,000 in the pond, which will be selected as they grow and spread in the various ponds.
Omadi suafo ye adwuma ekuekuo ewo efuomu honomu a wonmu ankasa fato won so se de wodi no obedua.
We normally divide ourselves into groups to feed them groups so that some can feed the fishes, some will water the plants, and then some will feed the livestock there. We are normally excited doing it because it comes with a lot of fun, and then we learn new things while doing it.
Yendi Municipal Director of Agriculture Alhaji Abukari Mohammed ochiremu a se sukuu yi ena enya best in agriculture education a ode ho abasobo ebema sukuu mpanimfo.
When we're young, whatever you go to, you study in school. Weekends you follow your father to farm. There are certain things you tell your father, our Greek, they said we should do this. Our parents were able to adapt it and it was useful. So, if that thing was going on, it had continued to go on, this our level would have been different.
Ori nyina mu no kugana ya waje ya sase yantamu ama sukufuoi e de ato ahemfo enkaye anim se wontietia na mompa weto no eso na womma adesuafo yin sase onfa no afuo.
So I would like to encourage all the other chiefs in other areas, those who have land anyway, but not all chiefs have land. If any person like that comes to your area and he wants to establish something like that, he wants to open to open a school, establish a school, and then bring agri sector or help the people over there, they should release land for them.
Yet why in some no eswa na mensini apomuden kwankyere for ye wo Prestia Huni Valley Timothy Ofori ekyeremu a sesei maya na asem matan a no wafo afra wokọ awoso ehwere wo monkwa no enei ni nyina so ate esanse apomuden mu akade a eno so na enso wo bomode a edi ahwa apemfo nti.
Municipal Health Director ye wo Prestia Huni Valley watoye mantam no emo Timothy Ofori in Sembia wode ya todwa ene se man ko mokwa wo so mohwere monkwa e municipality honom no se dia so atepa na se wo kire dia wa fimpinu ene aduno no mo no de bia no na mabe 800 na wo mo eta hwere wo menkwa ya na dodo na no e ya pemfo ma wo mekwa wo so
recorde nipa miensa e wo district mu a the whole year omokwa wo so a omwamba we ni e ka no Yabajense miensa wo hwe a population of 240,000 plus nedia na yabajense ene yenya hwe na meka no enya hwe ye nipa ba ko no bisawo se ye wo maami ana wo ofa sibine yire ana so obini enua, will you be happy with it? Enti ye mpe bi kura senke ye hwe se ye beko zero e wo municipality no otu a ye de be ma obi bia ne se yesre maternal mortality medical yaka ebetumi aye wunua o maame enya ade ye ni so enti se wohu se wenyinsia day one start with one antenatal okwefutu obi ede ma eduro bi ede be ma fa na du se refer enso ko beebi a so mmaye na yenhwe ne yenje wonkwa na yenyina yentu ye friends say sa maternal mortality a enye se eba municipality nem.
Enuachi Abdul Razak Yakubu ya wono executive secretary Emma Goldfields Foundation and such na adwene de fasan simi ye ho.
See your attention no call more towards health. Inti ye kwa aboso clinic compound nankasa, the greening of the area, the pavement, facilities all nyina ye repainting and renovation. But ne kese nankasa ye maternity block. Maternity block in their complete refurbishment and re-equipping of the place. Inti ya ye ni nyina kama and ye dia share aboso fonsa. Ebinum bo won ho modern, ebinum so bo won ho modern kra.
Na watwi mu anti-smuggling task force a wamo ekutia anwa enye papa eframa wodo so abo my Ghana mu no waton fofofo waje mu abofo ewo yedwa wodo so wode ne famiensa esi honom a wamo ekọ edwa wodo mu ne warehouse ene wamo a ewo honom ekodi nkita ho emane boni salasia mu edi achwe na de ekoso ene nkita ho de ekoso nyina no waboa no yenkotie bemra
Simusi Ghana de ne frighton. Minya binton. Golden drop. They say golden drop say who pay bi market akra. Stores be ye 10 bi wom. Ehun awe. Me ena me ka say me nko kwan so. Me wa ha no bi di bre me customer me ni di dwa. Enti me ton wa ono so nya bia na o de abre me.
Being licensed by FDA. Okay. So be careful. Don't buy this and sell. These are smuggled oil, Aisha. They bring it from Togo, right? Okay, so we don't want to see those brands in your market again. All right. And they are bomb cocoa. If you know on top and one bubungu galo munton. And yet, Anthony Ebusan. Company beer winning a bid the samna. And one of the beer samna. Enti enguba tuma ye hu se weni ye de samna na se enya nubia enti ankoto mebubu enya se oba oni aban benya aman mpacho brawa ni e kan bi ni omoto the cheap one ye nim where is coming from normal repackaging
fried on na one bottle munu
Semi fried tone Ntu ba ko ton ye
cheap no.
Cheap.
Na mabubu. Illegal. Say me the minimum say illegal. Say obi an your advert in chem say illegal.
Illegal. Enti ene ye catch you. Enti ne the media for na ba ye bo okoko.
Na fried tone na me koton me den menye sika. Me den. Fried tone ase me koton.
Who pe bi ato?
Sika like sika me de beto. Say fried tone anyway nye pe.
Anu ntra say so ye boni.
Anya ne boni say we dey na me pa che say we kra ebubu ye kra che. Ade so for say dey. Oh no, anya so chi mi ade me pa che say fight so kind no say me top fight top.
Eti yen ko fa bis scam.
Me se kan ensu amene dey. Me se kan dey ensu.
Eti ba ko to chip.
Anya chip enti na mato chip one na me sim se kan so ye na me bubu. Aha, afa na wo ka.
Ye pese mu jai. Se se e bo na ba form. Tony Airport. Hello.
Fight about from anyway. Pass me tomato fight.
Ade afonti ebewi eche no akwakoda rage ne kolebu na sika wuhwie gu ho no enye sika kotoa to anwa papa wo se de ne buafo na abeto asemo ye to ayensem no eso ane ye ko enkrabrabo ene ye tukotena emu asetena emu Rai wadimfi aduasane din de Beki Adebayo we Nigeria ne a wo free Nigeria ba my Ghana muso bepa adwuma ye ekowi akire be sibra eno bebo ya fikra de ekowi no eye enubone no mo a wode kokoda children so mbia sesei wetimi asori agina na so te waso na tie ne ye Rai Beki Adebayo wadimfi aduasane na ye komo twetwe no efa free Nigeria ba Ghana so oba mo pay jumaye oba ya obi sia ne no Nigeria we no oni me di nkomo na chese ejuma obi nyama na ye best bra anasa shawura
I'm new here. Please where can I sleep? Because I have a lot of money. So the person was like, what's it? From there I tried bit by bit, working from Kaneshi, just coming upward. Then I finally find myself in SEC. So I met some Nigerian girl from there. We become friends. Then I stayed with them for some weeks. We paid the house rent together, which was the prostitution point. Then that is where I started.
How much were you earning a day?
Well, to be honest with you, then I think a day when I take 1 month, sometimes 70 cedi, sometimes 50, 80. It depends on how I talk to the man.
It was just free 2018, and we did about drew a say. Maybe I'm not saying a chosen children's center. Now, you really do come on and come with you, Professor, and worker. I shouldn't say it. You work on this Obaya or do second or Kanishi, free Kanishi, and not to us so echo. Quasha and Bam, Quasa for just a baby or coin, La Badi now changing, Nina best in there. And then you persuade him come up, the good baby crowd, the Mobomen, so come. The Bissam is a dear Mokofa, the Mobomen of the
from all this long, we saw the white one, Semipaya, Ghana Kerry, New Year for Papana, but other ones. And we say, oh, we are about to say, I don't know whether we now I say, oh, maybe she was facing challenge with boy, all this stuff.
It's not as one.
Problem. I am in no
you should not be so one again.
So you are carrying and you know, like, say, okay, no problem. With the white markers as I call
bedroom and now problem is every
okay, finally, say, no problem. And one, you say your wall. Mitataluma mtofuma mtobimano onusu woye ashoda before me mtayemi na mshuru elikuwa onukana akaje mseyango sampa
amukobasha wo
kobasha say many people like we have been together like let me say 6 months before I realized she was reducing and I was like oh I don't know, so Tessa, like, or Catherine, so we are ready, or you so will be fitting in July to me the way you change danger. They said, I want to be in the center. I'm great. You bring a train because when I do I went through a lot of things, but I teach myself. I was there and I told her that, I feel like smoking ganja, so please, can you get me from my own? So there's plenty ganja, and she takes me to a ganja seller. I got the ganja, it's nice. Some guys not smoking. Catch me say you are dead be. I'm friend of mine. I say I dead me. As in to make me feel I'll be okay. I think maybe that she's my friend, so maybe she has been taking me, so she knows how it feels. So me too, I'm a ganja smoker. As far as it's also ganja, but high grade, I'm okay. I know how that is it. So I asked her how much is it. She told me 50 cedi. I was like, hey, ganja 1 cedi. I spent to 50 cedi. Is this so expensive? He said it's Jamaica, blah 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 ganja. I said no problem. So I gave her the 50 cedi. That is the first day. She go and she kept for like hours. So from there on, I've been liking this. So maybe I'm not exactly for my children at the cook. So one day, like, you say, like, Mama, she say, you will say, me, she and you will be, and Mammy say, you pray, and Mammy had to send me to my prayer. So quick. Then I started losing weight, start losing it to the extent of she started mocking me. Then she is the one who told my white man that see your girlfriend, she has become a drug addict.
Yankoma twetwe no efa edikan enie na woche senne yede ntoaso ebeba. Enti Becky Adebayo anodisem eno na yede bebie mu a yebobobada se ene ne yebepagya mu kakra se beya obetimi ateniye yenko esunafo ewo ahafo mantem no emu na esunafo south mensinu assembly aka bomu a wo makonkroto nsumu akwakotu nsuo ede ama wo mo se beya nsuo pa obenya bianom.
Esunafo south mensinu assembly ye wa ahafo mantem no emu enamemwa wo mo ensakaye efi IRC Ghana nkyente no wo mo etumi asi water stations nso wo mo empotem ye beboa amakromafo ho ahenha wo mo ewo nsuo nsem ne senti ukopie mu ewo pafo enkwanta ye no ewo mensinu ne emu a ehonom enampanyefo ede ho dwumadi nya hyehyɛ so a sa water stations yi wode etia no abra mensinu krachi yo wo Esunafo south Frank Edusipoko ni Adom kase hwehwe nkomo no okire mu se imre bi atwa mu kro no na mpotamo bi a wo mensinu ne mu no timamofo bre yi pansa na wo manya nsuo anom na manu so nti na assembly no na IRC Ghana aka wo montoma bomu a wo masisa water stations yi asem ya ye bebri enti yenimse nkakra ye ku anim na no ye donasi ene ye partners yi bekoso adi sawoso na afoforo nso a umunya bie no nso ye de bi akoho e de abo mo ne asiro mu se eja ensu e de abra wo mu e ya de e beboa community no the community no nso no e beboa ene ahwe nsuo no suye se de be ya eso be ba mfaso na e de amaye nyina ensuo ye nkwa enti enim se se nsuo maye manfo a ma ye manfo nya ye so mfaso kese yenso ye ntentena ye bekoso a de bebraba se de be ya wo nso benya ye so mfaso medamo ase eno achi na najimanjia ya wonu yese enwa hene ejina ahemfo aka nyina na emu eda assembly no na IRC Ghana ase so mudi nsuo aba wo mu empotane mu ebema Esunafo South District Assembly ene IRC ewo mo de aboa saa nkro nso a me mikro sie nua eka ho me se mre bi atwa mu no na ye manfo bre yie pa mo nanten kwantenten ansa na mo timi anya nsuo ti se ne ye timia anam ye radisi Edusipoko so na sa nkroto nsu ye timia nya nsu a eyaseda ene ye de mo
Ghana ha ba panyini a wotoso mienu mechre Samira Bawumia e de ato Ghana fo anim se abribia no Ghana fade e na wonfa nkoponto obi ase se be ye beda wo madi se wo ye Ghana ni na we no ebra National Commission on Culture e pa we Ghana dwumedie wontoma e na wo de sansem itu dwa
Ghana mampanyi abedi achiwe ehokani Samira Bawumia ede afutu Ghana de hye nyina se abra yewra Ghana bosumi yimodie obiambo no homodin a so betumi ahye Ghana fade sede be ya abebo my Ghana ho dahoro na abo aso ama man no atumpon
ese yenya yeboabo ye ho ne ka se de bia as in everyday we Ghana day as ya na say fiada nko an as ye ko asore nko an ye be fra Ghana ntuma but wo fra Ghana everyday ya na che say ejuma so koso omo pamade omo nwin kente no so omo nya ejuma de ko omo enim na me de rade asese de bia me ko ba bia me she Ghana nyoma se be ya me so me kire Ghana ye designers ayewo ye designs ayewo ye style ayewo ye fashion ayewo tie nyina ye nsom na everyday enye we Ghana day
Enwachi oswafo a hwa ahenne ho nsam so asammaboaten enso so ka de to aso se sebusumi Ghana de hye bon homodin no moto ne ma bia ye wo my Ghana mu de ye wo mo ho a ebetumi abo wo my Ghana isikasem mo.
The Way Ghana program will serve as a catalyst for economic growth within the fashion industry, promoting job creation and entrepreneurship. Throughout the month of March and beyond, we will be hosting a series of events, including fashion shows, exhibitions, and workshops.
Nano esi no nana otu owo ahene champon ya wono ye acting executive director ema National Commission on Culture anso de to aso chirechire mo nwumadi ahodo bia impanyifo de gwa kwemo
na so obi a eto batakari obi a pamade na ye nto broni wa wudodo ye nkoso to ama akwasi broni ntade ene ye to ahyede na ya ye to ye de dia na chese ye bie atre ye dwuma mu e de mfasode ama ye omo eye adwumani a di nyina so no sebia so mutu tax
ne krakra no CEO Ghana Tourism Authority akwasi agyeman enso ka de twato se
if you go to our various restaurants, chop bars, and especially our hotels, time was when you went into a 5-star hotel and you would not see any Ghanaian dish. Now I challenge you to go to any of our major hotels and you will either see kunkunte or tiozafi or benku or wachi. The jollof there is constant.
Na obenimbo so me bia no eya na wo the trade fair ehhehye so na feedie ene to so aduonu enwotwe dwumadie ema kwan ema wo mu a eye Ghana niema ede wo niema ekokire okiremu a sa brei ene wo sa ban eba beso wasene ewa adwuma wo ye no mu
exhibitors a freeway trade fair na to so aduonu enwotwe omode omho we hye mu bi ede de sere to Ghana ban no enim se adaworo ma womre wo msra ban mu na wondo momo fidia ebeboa ama maye nema dodo na ewo my Ghana emu na freeway trade fair no odi hye so West Hills ye no ewo nkramantam no emu abradum kase kopi mu ho na wono ma eton won niema wo honom ye ne wo mtwetwe nkomo no wonsem bia wode ye tudwa eni
about getting bees collection ube home wo ho ana getting bees ube home wo ho factory bia ni Ghana how mu produce maye omo di fi outside neighbor and yesa asa na ye be ye design to me ya ahwene pe na me to wo krobo ahwene ni bi so wo ho a krobo fo no mo ni machine a mo di ya ahwene ni to mo ahwene ni enye smooth China fo na be pick ya ahwene no obeba na obeto baako ono wo machine obema ma na ye smooth ni no wakoya aba enti ye kwa yet me to China for ne ahwene ne pa fi se ho true krobo fo no government enti na ne hwe omo machines no mo fa anya adwuma fi se omo no mo ya ahwene papa
Pacho me din de Joyce na me company ni din de Jodab's Heights na ye adwuma ye ne se ye produce shea butter liquid soap shower gel any moringa soap na yenye mfidia kese ebetumi ede aye adwuma produce adwuma na no so kwa no be bie kwan ama yetumi employ enkrofo na unemployment no so aye den wo oman ni mu no etumi aba fom
enwachi exhibitors for no so bi eka de to aso se niama wo mu eton wo honom no ekon kakra na so mo hwe ne mu se Ghana de hye dodo na betumi aba honom na niama ya wo mu ton no abeto de ama wo mu
ye fa me Barima shoes uba ye ho a ye mpaboa ye brand mankofo so pese wo ton mpaboa uba ye be ne do brand name eden atumu ama 28 Ghana Trade Fair exhibition na set ye omoye no Ghana Trade Fair for the odo honbo omo a na se ne ayese pese wo koso nti omtaye na ye ta ba nso ekoyi na ye ba enso so no enkofo hwe na enim se nkosi se on the 7th no enkofo be hwe yie ti se obehye mpabo a Barima shoes
efiri bra akosombo dam ebunkamfa so chifa o manfo nyapade so e wo framantem dodo na na wani atutu aka wonsam ankrankra no nwumekwa wodo akwaboa wo mu bia na nwumasuem nso wo mu hia mo apa ama enei ekoba ko a akwa enimu akwaboa wo mu Association of Sport Betting Operators enei wo kira sa akade a wode koma wo mebeboa e wo nwumasuem
said ye baya adesiansama ekoso wompotama hodo ebetumi afa ne ntoma pa efra na yeka no Association of Sports Betting Operators eden hwehye egu akwema wo mo hwese emiamia hodo ampendodo na ano ensuo ta yiri wo honom no ombetumi dem mo akopiem ho na adesiansama yekama ne senti adesiafo baya hankunu aduasa enkono ya wo mo sampota yimu no obomodin ya odi adusanka de bi yakoma wo mu Adom Kase ene Dr. Kobi Boaten ya wono aya president ya woda Association of Sports Betting Operators ano etwe nkomo no ochire mu di ntia wo mu etusana moy.
We heard of your plight and what had happened some few months ago, and because of that I spoke with my treasurer as to the needs of the various communities around. And from your community, we got to be aware that you might need stationery and books for the schools that are around this area. So we took my delight in that and then procured all these stationeries. And today we came down here to commission them and also to say that if in future you need any other further assistance, you feel glad to ask, and we shall be glad to be here in time to make sure that you have them.
And wachi togbi dikbli atipo ya otoswenom esoso den semsei etoaso.
We appreciate your good gesture. Nature, and for that matter God, has given talent to each and everyone. However, we go to sharpen this talent, giving talent in the formal educational sector. Materials and other relevant tools are very necessary to be used to achieve that purpose. It gives enabling environment for effective teaching and learning. It is in light of that that we, the chiefs and the people of Anyakokong, appreciate your gesture and thank you very hippopotamously.
Guswaya of Framantemua, na Deputy Director of Prisons, Ora Raphael Twekpe, ena Edia de Sreto Ankrankre, Nunimekwa would do any sada room, a yawuncho ni emeshe in Idiafia, a wafra no timantem wisan say, to be a woman and your cry. Regional Commander Raphael Twekpe Echiremua, Sisei, Obane Duefi Honomua, Adanya Honum, enipa ne broso, akadi abebwa ma adwuma wo mo yenso, akon kan ya isa, oni Adom Kase amane boni odishebo wusu job, etwetwe nkomo no ochiremu se, oye wa afamu de sebe ya wo mo edane Duefi honum no, mema wo mo aduane pa, na asetene mu ne mapapa nso ebeboa wo mo no. Wama wo mu bi wodi adesre eto ankrankra nyumekwa wodo ensoma wodo empanimfo sada Roma omra meye wo mo
yo ye how ye wa hani say bia imesi no mudidie mu aban eye ne obetimi aye be ontimi ye nyina enti ye pese obia wa bontin bia kakra obetimi aye abo aye nuanu ma hia fiase wa ha no NGOs churches bia kakra wo obetimi di abo amu enam say prisons no e obia dabre enye nipa ba fu dabre woni na ebetu echina awusu be ba betena efie ha ye ho yie a eja dachi yeso ye be pie mu honum a ye de nidie betena fie honum ye che omu nsa na ejuma carpentry masonry eni na na wo mu hia ni ama o mu de be yesa adwuma no nti se ebua emwa bi wo ha o metimi aboa ya o mu mboa emesi
Enwechi NDC parliamentary candidate Owoho Abaton Pesuaso Edem Kofi Potosu edito Ghana fo nyina anim se omra meso wo mo ne duafie asene sanse Ghana sidi baako echiripo adu wotwe feeding fee aban edema wo mo no enyade so wo mo baabia
afuzu akra me wadi ma Ghana fo ne se omo mo prison ha no enye omo nyina na aye bone ebi omo nya bone bia obi won so onanti du on ma sensi ene se o kan ho ne a chena ene edi na betu a nti de message ne se ya mwabo ho ne mbehwe omo se aduane o insuo atade o ye famra na omo so omo mfa mo mfa ye omo hu yi ti message Ghana fo nyina se mo me mwabo na ska ban de mo no some function mo so 1 cedi 80 pesos dakro mo ye so se mbibedi yeti di seska no e wo de betu insuo keke
Kokromoti power aha we election headquarters enti say ye abato wansam de baby ye shebi ye boase kura ye bedane ebutu ne ye asem naka amwate bi ye hyase e de frato ye tifi mantem no emu na nipa wogina NPP abonyoko na nemu apremra shebedwam dibre osuaman abato mpesuaso ye Frederick Adi wafate no ho so a wasi multipurpose sports court e de amadade yesu senior high school sabeya agokansie obetimi abenemu
NPP Yamanyoko ne parliamentary candidate yo Wosoma Mpeswan Weso Frederick Adi enkwa fato no ho so a multipurpose sports court bia we see yedema wonama ehode so senior high school Wosoma Mesene ne mu ewato yeti fido mantam ne mu no enne wako bia no na sa multipurpose sports court wo kire dia adesuafo betumi akohonom akwakobo volleyball handball basketball netball any long tennis and abota ye nyina ene se ebetumi aboma adesuafo no omusuama ade wia ombetumi suako na adoma chede anyankopon de dwuo mo no omakakọ ho adwuma e wasabia ho abradom kase ne Frederick Adi yetwetwe nkomo no wo kire mu de nti ho hia se senyame ya adom na wato bi nsema dipako no sanso tene nsa ede makura wo frimu na hwese adesuansa nso so ebetumi afa ne ntoma pa efra
saa kɔti ya na ye hu wo hai aya ade a me ankasa me pem hu ni se school no ebe hia saa kɔti no na dwumadi a kɔti we edi na dɔso pa etimi e de ball long tennis e sign so e de ball b-ball e de ball volleyball ana netball saa dwumadi we ana kɔti no etimi edi na ne ina no me ye because of say me feel proud say because school ha ana ase e ha na mfiri ya na metana ye nyankopon atominsam amebia menso manya hoden kakra na de wase meye de boa me community no ebini me social responsibility e wo society ni no ebini
wa mananso wa oto ne nsem ne so besa ka de piece say
wa rehemu se omo de be ye de e wo so omo de ye se na me digan kan ye no talent no ya de bia enye ni ina ne se bia akọ school no akọ tre paper bibi sa na akọ da bi obi de e wo ni mu ba sa de we ya ye betimi ma nipa no de no wa timi exhibit ne mo je za de we e be dum school no se na be obi de e wo ni mu bia no obetimi ayi e de apie na ye wa rehemu se mutayenti e ma ye sa de we e benya ne ma
obi anani de ewodododo abato mpesua abato no so bia enim se wo mra hyebedwani ni lante vanderpool wansan anko biem ne no eno ba na watwe dwumedie so a yebusa ne se die nti eno panyini waje mu a wansan anko bie wo kira abato bre bia ntokwasi emani pa hwere wo nkwa ne senti saade no opese watwe ne ho efremu
wana wachijumedie na ekoso ewa Adom TV eso no na shebedwani a wogine ma wona ewo dododio mpeswa eso ni lante vanderpool ekasa ye kyerɛkyerɛ mu de nti a enya de se obeprim na shebedwam de bra no ebiem na se wo kyerɛ mu ade a eju abato bia so my Ghana emu a mpeswa ne so no eya nipa no mu bia wo hono no ehwere wo mu enkwa enam sɛde amanyo semasi fatie wo san mpeswa ne so nti
ena bibia no meji de se mabusua akoma no modo enom bibia eta mechi mma me achi papa achi nyina na de bia ekwa bato mu a mma me nom me aunt no ma me ntiase papa ntiase.
Okay.
But omo nuanom na ahwe me so omo mpaebo na me koba. Na de bia no edo abato so a se na ya amanfo to omo attacks ne nkeka no so ya na ha omo. For example, the day itself bibia ko din yeto aba no to say ntokwa bia manya yi, but before ebeto aba no ni nyina campaign mu de bia yo bia no mato aye etutuo sikantwitwa ene eboro manetisi nti na ehadwen
Enwachi okasa ye different gebio no eho na wo kire se Ghana mampanyi na nado danko kufuado na adwen se bill yi won sign ma nemba ye mbra wo my Ghana mu a ene ne dwumadi obedi wo my Ghana mu no wo mo so be mana ye den adiama no
mini ono a anka kire nkwa mesan
na mo de akoman mo de akoman
o me kwa anka medwane agba parliament mo fama me by force me sign wa parliament wa be fan mo fama me office
ade se mo threaten na asesen
na se na no ye ka kire se na ka ye metra sequence no because ye ka kire se wo bu enimtia as mahye bedwafie ya pass private members bill miensa e de abre one sign umuyen nti metra se entio a chawpa jomama de be pa ye chaw se yenhwe Ghana fo yenhwe amanfo mo diplomatic community ahemfo ne nka ho a o ma ba fi ho no na be transe na yentie jomama e na pa ye chaw anka be kire ne se so si omuya ye to abama yen se ne to abama na ndi so nim se o ye president tumi nyina hye na se a o chen ye constitution a man inside ne hye so betime wura mahye bedjafie hobioma
Penimpa no ena amanyoko movement for change wodepa ye eye Alan Kojo Tremantin wo twese se Ghana foto abama no ema ne be ye mampanyini ewo mayi emu a wahyehyɛ sikakora bia wato ne di Traders Bank a no wodepa ma adwadifo loans kakra mode ahye wadwuma mu
Opanyina wote movement for change Alan Kojo Tremantin insembia wode ya todwa ene se Ghana de hye tuminya na mogidie no motoma ba edema no nko ade a obehwe no watisika kora bia bi ede amadwadefo wo man yi mu ye betumi aba wo mo besia bia mo matumi de ayo madwuma no na abo wo man Ghana isikasem emu odesa na nsem ye todwa rabro odin sra hweko pie mu ewo mfimfim mantam no mu no hwe se de dwadefo wo honom no esifa ebre abro ni adom kase twetwe nkomo no o kire mu se obo wo man Ghana emu a o man ni mo de hye beye ohaje chemu adioso na wom edidwa na so ohwese de dwa hodo wo man Ghana mu atibie sifate a entwa ye kura
enti apart from the financial service center apart from the tourist hub no so I will make sure that our market infrastructure is modernized and is well developed on echi so emesiafu so what you na Aqua Bank na kaji a loan 35%. Na ba iduma na ebo tum da aye ebo tum a so enya profit. Ono so ya ba message Traders Bank ya ba Traders Bank ono the one kasa Traders Bank one couple baby one kasa mo bank wo ba ya aban mo so ma anya ada aban bank e di ya aban bo won traders all over Ghana na mo ama ya mo bank
Wamana sowa otwa ne nsem ne so hye bo se Ghana de hye to mabama no na obeye mampanyi wo my Ghana emu a obehwe se mfimfim mantam mu ebedane akwansra bia prekope e wo my Ghana emu.
This region should become the prime tourist destination for West Africa. Honestly, I can want some Ghana has 32 out of 42 historical sites in the world. 32 out of the 42 historical sites, UNESCO sites. So why are we not developing, particularly Central region, to become the new tourist destination for West Africa? Now, there's a question of leadership. Remember, you my own plan that. So the Obiba Cape Coast Castle and Almina Castle. After walk around that, she knew of you.
Emrashe bedwani ogine mo manfo Watermale South Haruna Idrisu edi ato aban enim se adwumayekwa wodo aisha aban ase eni ankorankora adwumayekwo na beya anko honso wo mo asene se beya obetimi age emabuno a woni adwumaye ni bi wo adwumayekwo nim na no wode sansem we tojo abra no sure apara Ghana ekotwa ahomam a wosi factory kese Watermale ne importamo a factory wo wi a obeye atade obehye edi akoya agokansie wakinjie ene ne ma ahudu pi ne bra wo twa homamu amoahye textile manufacturing facility yase was avelugu mensine mu na Haruna Idrisu Emrashe bedwani ogine mo manfo Watermale South edi tu dwase was aban emma ankorankora nyumaku ewo oman Ghana mu adwuma wo mo ye ne wo ho ha wo mo sebe ya obetimi age mabuno dodo na ne wo mo aye adwuma Yanko omeyi Emrashe bedwafie na watwi Ghana mampanyini ede omeyi bobre ekotu dwa dumsonso ebisi wa yamane boni wa yanamponsa aboa no deba
Abusia this week in parliament and also ya the brew na wonim se na nadodan kwa kufuado ede the state of the nation address ede betu dwa mekere oman no ho bra no ede beto Emrashe bedwano anim ede asem na ato eyem oman Emrashe bedwafie e won kanea nsem ho na dom kase ne dom kuma ade asem na wono ka e won nsem a omanpani na nadan kwa kufuado ede betu edwa no abusia tenase na menewo entu eyesa anamoyi.
West Africa is under threat of terrorism and violent extremism, rapidly spreading southwards from the Sahel to coastal West Africa.
Ewo so na nsemsemu ha no ena nana adranka Akufo-Addo kase atentrene ede ehu hia ema oman bia enu nti na obaye wana ye na adwene se obeboa na temu adwuma no so timi akonkan okire mu se adan a omasibi ede amatemu ano ena fensu ya baba kota hodo ni mu se na be ya atentene nso ebetimi adihini ewo oman Ghana mu.
We've made unprecedented progress in the provision of court buildings and residences for judges around the country. In 2020, government set out to construct 120 courthouses with residential facilities nationwide.
Abra na dom kese no kase nsema wo kan no eso ani no na dom kuma ne se adabraka ensem na arodanko Akufo-Addo kan no sabio anida so bia enim.
Inflation numbers are going up 23.5. And you know what the implication is? It means that every day when Ghanaians get up, things are becoming very difficult. Goods and services are becoming expensive.
To me, it's just a routine. When they has come to read the 31 pages of the State of the Nation address, it's just a routine. You see, you can't be mentioning things that are not reflecting on the ground.
And what you know, dom kase mu before bi so ay no mo twen komo no ensem a won kan no sei na koye.
I think so touching all the sectors. For the first time in my TA's space of the State of the Nation address is very brave. But Timu said this is a president who responds to the challenges in the country. Look at, he devoted a whole page, more than one page, to football. And which said Papa Otiasem. Then deficit on infrastructure, ongoing projects. He mentioned specific.
Sanya Mamrano eka and a fence standing orders our diduma our hanamano. A man penny had an annudian summer to dry was Emrashe bedwano, ebono abaso na fe, what done in some moesuko neno. And our deba no ye mami abena osaya sariono or ye etiwa epie Emrashe bedwani ono kura no ye deputy finance minister and ono obaye and obeche sen someone Adanko Akufo-Addo edebetu dwade ade na wotumi se gidie ewemu.
Ukraine war, which my friends will also say it's unbelievable. Just last week they celebrated the second anniversary of this year and of the war, and they told us how devastating it has been to them and globally to all of us. So Mr. Speaker, we were also hit by this just when we were recovering, and so government had to take the hard decision to go back to the IMF for a support of $3 billion US dollars. Mr. Speaker, as we speak, we have gone through a first review which went very, very well, and based on that, we have received the second tranche. So $1.2 billion out of the $3 billion has been given to us.
Noston Emrashe bedwani Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa echese oyene aka oman no nanso na Adanko Akufo-Addo ba Emrashe bedwafi ase no sabio tafrache won a akosomo ne pond dam wo ho kyerɛ mo no papa yi amboso.
To the shock of the nation, our president did not say a word of sympathy, a word of solidarity in relation to the victims of the spillage from the Akosombo and pond dams by the Volta River Authority. Sacrilege. Many Ghanaians have been left in total shock. This is such a major disaster in the country, affecting multiple constituencies, about 13 constituencies across many regions.
Now, what we assume Edru Emrasebedja no say intini say one tia Electricity Company of Ghana say one de omoka enu nti abra na dwumadi ekoso na Emrasebedja fodi odwuma no ne yehwe ane say kanea no ayira ne nyina ne say ECG for say one de kanea ekanti ya kyerɛkyerɛ mu na kyerɛ sɛ ɛka Emrasebedja no ɛde ECG no na 23 million Ghana cedis a ɛnɛ akwakoyɛ nsɛm pii anuanom benu baako wɔ NDC ɛna baako wɔ MPP wɔn nyinaa ɛyɛ Emrasebedjafoɔ na yei ɛna so na debate anatwema mentwe no John Ginapo ɛkɔka nsɛm sɛ MPP aban ɛnya ade a wɔbɔ ne ho mɔdene ɛwɔ nyinam kanea ho nsɛmsɛm ho abra wɔkasa no ɛna wɔkyerɛ mu sɛ
exactly 12 o'clock the lights went off. That is why people are stuck in the elevator. Yes. And you still have the temerity to tell us that the lights are on. Mr. Speaker, that cannot be the case.
Na no se e na onua Samuel Abuginapo a ono oye damongo Emrasebedja ni ono kroya oye osuafo kase said dia onua ne ka no enya ade a eda ne kwamu.
The last time President Mahama was at the helm of affairs of this country, Mr. Speaker, for 4 years, the Honorable John Ginapo, Member of Parliament for Yape Kosogo, talks about lights going off yesterday and talks about lights going off this afternoon. Mr. Speaker, lights went off yesterday. That is correct. Lights went off this afternoon. That is correct. Ghanaians went through inconveniences yesterday. That is correct. They will go through inconveniences as a result of lights off this afternoon. Mr. Speaker, that is correct. But Mr. Speaker, Ghanaians certainly do not have a short memory. They do not have a short memory. For 4 years, what we experienced yesterday and what we are experiencing this afternoon, we experienced it for 4 continuous years.
Now what we would say and sema SC FA SML and na face so GRA contragia one akwaje no hom. Na no enenam so e ma committee a won e na wohwe mines and energy so e wo oman Emrasebedja fi won ye se won kwadwumakuo mu na won de nsahwe akwakohwe se de ansem a etwaguo e wo montene so no won so akwakotie bi wokoye nsahwe e wo data center wo temanom owie no e na yewura Samuel Atachi no e na wo committee no chair no e de nsem bi sei e de tudwa
very soon. The Mines and Energy Committee of Parliament will be able to tell you something concrete. What I hate is to try and do propaganda when you don't have the facts. And that's what some people are doing. A lot of people do not have any clue as to what these individuals are doing here, this company is doing here. Yet they've come to conclusions already.
Now, actually, this week in Parliament, and Medewosie, Mema Rimfise Dasene, this week in Parliament, Ababa Kwemu, and Tadia Mejiso, Ayohine Amponsa Kakabo, Macrao.
Ebusia kase no asi wadaje no bra wunyama mintime dase nyamishwa safei ene wadidi awia beka wo se twuse ansa no wada wate wonderful mesro twuse no pastor so a wa twuse now the president etwetwe ne kama beyi fi ne kakawa bia afri ho medin e de akuya echa oyi akwan makrao.